Because future-looking statements are inherently subject to risk and uncertainty, our reminder is that you should make any purchasing decisions or investment decisions based on products that are currently commercially available.
Hi from lovely San Francisco. My name is Zineb Laraki, I also go by Z, and I lead the Einstein Vision and Language team. And today, we're really excited to share with you all of the new updates and products we've been working on that are available in the summer release. Before we dive in, I want to share with you a little bit about how my team works. Half of my team is the Salesforce AI research team, which are writing papers and talking at conferences to advance the state of the art in AI. And the rest of my team works on leveraging these latest breakthroughs to drive value for our customers and really work very hard to close the gap between the latest in AI and bringing value to you. In this session, we're going to focus on two of the areas our team focuses on, which are Einstein Vision and Language. And specifically, we'll share with you what the services are that are currently available, what's new, as well as show these products in action. And with that, I hand it over to Jimmy, who will walk us through Einstein Language.
Thank you, Z. Today, we have two Einstein Language API available, the Einstein Sentiment and Einstein Intent. Einstein Sentiment is a pre-built global model that you can use to classify the emotion in a piece of text. For example, you can use Einstein Sentiment to understand the sentiment of the Twitter tweets about your company. Einstein Intent, on the other hand, allows you to use your own data to train your own deep learning model to classify the meaning and objective in a piece of text. An example is that a customer can use Einstein Intent to categorize different incoming messages from their customers, and then they can route it to the right channel. For example, you may receive SMS messages about customer interest in purchasing your product, and depending on the context of the text, you can route them to different sales channels, such as telesales or in-store sales. In the Summer 20 release, we're adding two new features into the Einstein Intent product. The first one is out of domain. The feature will automatically classify texts that are not in the predefined set of intent into the others bucket. So you don't necessarily need to gather all new data to train another buckets. The second feature that we're adding to Intent is multi-language support. In the summer release, we are going to make 5 additional languages generally available, and these are mainly European languages. And on top of that, we're going to start beta support for 3 different new languages, including Japanese, traditional Chinese, and simplified Chinese. Besides making improvement to Intent, we are also going to release a new Einstein Language service, the Name Entity Recognition product, which is called NER. NER enables our customers to recognize different entities such as name, location, date, time in a body of text. And you can use the product to handle use cases like extracting different details such as location and date coming from email. And imagine you're a travel agency receiving different emails from your customers about booking. You'll be able to process all this information in a much quicker way. Now, I've been talking to you all about all this Einstein Language product. I really want to feature one of our trailblazer, PwC, on how it used Einstein Language to solve its challenge. PwC, at the world-leading audit and consulting firm, does a lot of engagement every year. And each time after they finish an engagement, they will send a survey to their customers. And each year they're receiving thousands of surveys. And in PwC, as someone who would like to understand my customer better, I would like to automatically understand the insight from all these text-field comments so I can respond much quicker to the need from the customers. However, the challenge today is that this is like a manual, tedious process, and it takes hours and even days for a PwC employee to look into the data. And to solve this problem, PwC turned into Salesforce and used Einstein Language to try to solve this problem. Now, I'm going to go into my demo environment and show you how PwC solved this problem with Salesforce. In this demo environment, you can see this Einstein Analytics dashboard. And you can see that with Einstein Language and its sentiment features, it actually can classify our customers' survey into negative, neutral, and positive. On top of that, using Einstein Intent, PwC can train also different models to recognize the theme as well as the comment type in those comments. As a practice leader in PwC, I can look into the breakdown of different theme and sentiment by line of service and industry. Also, I can drill into a particular theme. For example, I select knowledge here, and I can go into a particular action type. And I can filter down to the actual data showing different response. Here, I can see from the first response about that I'm having like a pretty low score, and then I need to look into the details. Then I can easily come in here, click on open record, and I'll be brought to the record. And inside the record, I can look into the details of the response, learning the sentiment as well as the comment type. And with this particular features, PwC is able to gain a lot more insight in a much quicker manner. Based on the information from the PwC colleagues, is able to save up to 50 days of working days from just manually reading all this comment. And with this real-time insight features, I'm able to respond much quicker to customer dissatisfaction and able to really reduce any revenue and churn problem for my customers. Now, after seeing this demo, I wanted to show you how you can use Einstein Intent under the hood. Einstein Language is a set of API that you can leverage. And if you have developers in your organization, you can usually call the REST API and develop different custom applications from that. In Salesforce, we also provide the Einstein Vision and Language Model Builder, which is a decorative UI that allows you to run predictions as well as building models for your Einstein Language product. Here, when it comes to the model builder, you can see the sentiment tab, and I can go in to put down like a piece of text and just test out the sentiment. And here, as you can see, this is like a pre-built community model, and it successfully recognized this particular sentence with a negative intent. Let me go and show you about the intent model. So here is all different intent model I have trained, and I can easily run predictions against a particular model. So now I can go into the prediction tab, select the models I want to use, and I'm going to use the same piece of text in my sentiment testing and run it against the model. You can see that like the customers is expressing worry emotion. And the possibility around Einstein Intent is infinite, given that you can train your own model. And now I'm also going to, as a last step, I'm going to show you how you can train your own intent model in a few steps. Here is like another version of our Einstein Vision and Language Model Builder. As you can see under the Intent tab, you can create a data set. And here you can see all the languages that are going to support coming in the summer 20 release. And I can come and easily upload like a Excel file or CSV file to create the training examples I need for training. And creating the training examples is pretty straightforward. All you need is a 2-column CSV that allows you to put in the text data as well as the label for training the intent set. Now going back to this particular UI, I can go into the model, click on the data set I just upload, and look into the model I just trained. After looking into this model, I know that this model is performing great, and I can then go in to run further more testing and deploy in production. So you have seen how PwC are getting success from Einstein Language. Next, I'll hand over the time to Serene for him to talk about Einstein Vision. Thank you very much.
Hey everybody, my name is Surinder Raj, and I'm on the product marketing team here for Salesforce Einstein. And I'm excited to dive into our Einstein Vision portfolio. Now, here are the two Einstein Vision APIs that we've had available for some time now: Einstein Image Classification and Einstein Object Detection. Einstein Image Classification allows you to easily recognize the subject of an image, and Einstein Object Detection allows you to extract separate image components. Now, it's also super easy to set these APIs up. All you need to do is upload a data set, like the one Jimmy just showed you, with images and labels for those images, and Einstein will do the rest of the work. With these APIs built into the Salesforce Customer 360 platform, all of your data will seamlessly be incorporated into your org, meaning less hassle integrating third-party APIs. Now, that's what we currently have with Einstein Vision. What's new for Summer 20? Well, in the Summer 20 release, we've got Einstein OCR. Einstein OCR, or optical character recognition, makes data entry a thing of the past by allowing you to extract text from any image. Examples of OCR coming to life is scanning business cards at an event to collect a bunch of contacts into Salesforce, or automating loan verification by analyzing customer documents through an application, or scanning patient referral forms. And what's great about the OCR API is that it's already a pre-trained global model. You don't need a data set to train the data. All you need to do is upload whatever image you want, and it's smart enough to extract the text for you. So enough talking, let's go ahead and check out Einstein Vision in a real demo. Let's kick this demo off by introducing Alicia Murphy, who's a receptionist at the Salesforce office in Chicago. To check in a visitor with minimal contact, she opens the Salesforce mobile application, launches the check-in app, and selects the sales office. This then allows Alicia to upload a picture of the driver's license. What's important to note here is that Alicia does not need to physically exchange the license. All she needs to do is point her camera at the license and capture an image. But in our case, we're just uploading a file from our camera roll, which pretty much works the same way. In the back end, a REST API call is made to process the image. Via image classification, Einstein identifies that this is a trailhead driver's license, and then Einstein OCR intelligently identifies the text on the driver's license by drawing bounding boxes around each relevant word. A custom OCR parser routine maps the discovered text to fields in the search form, making it easy for the receptionist to search for visitors that have already been entered into the system. In the backend, an Apex class does a quick search to identify if a visitor record exists. If a record isn't found, this app allows Alicia to create a new visitor record. In our case, Cody's already been here, so he's in the system. Alicia now has the option to complete the check-in process by entering in the date, some notes, and other details important to our business. In addition to allowing Alicia to quickly check in visitors, OCR enables businesses to store this data for contact tracing. A quick survey, which was created using the flow template, pops up on the screen for the visitor to complete. The best part about using Lightning Flow is that it is a powerful tool that enables you to implement business automation with little code, using the results from the Einstein OCR REST API callouts. Here, Alicia asks Cody a series of questions, whereas Cody says no, he's not self-quarantined, and no, none of these apply to him. She hits next, and that's it. COVID-19 risk assessment is done, and Cody's checked in. Now all Alicia has to do is hit finish. Now that was a great end-user demo, but I'm sure you're wondering, how was this entire app created? And how were all of our Einstein APIs, like image classification and OCR, used and folded into this, and how are they trained? Well, let's dive under the hood and see how the magic happens.
All right, now we're back in the Einstein Vision Language model builder that Jimmy showed you earlier. Remember when he showed you Einstein Sentiment and Einstein Intent? Well, now I'm excited to show you Einstein Image Classification and Einstein OCR, starting with image classification. Image classification is easy. It only takes 3 steps. First, all you need to do is upload your data set. So you can either upload a file URL or just upload your file right here. And remember, these data sets just need to have the images and the labels for those images. Next, you go to Datasets and Models. Here you can see the data set that we used, the driver's license data set, and the labels that we had included. We had included 10 examples of the Trailhead State driver's license, 12 of New York, 15 of California, and 20 of New Jersey. And on the right-hand side, when you click Models, you can see the model ID that was associated to our data set and the status of that model. So you can see that it is now succeeded, and we can use this model in production and leverage it anywhere. Finally, we need to just test out our model. So we go to step 3, prediction. All you need to do is select the data set that you want, select the model that's assigned to that data set, and upload your image. In our case, we're going to use the same Cody image from the end user demo. And boom, here's our formatted response. On the right-hand side, you can see that Einstein predicts that it's 100% trailhead. And if you want the raw JSON code, you can also click on raw and view it on the right-hand side and leverage it anywhere. Now, right over here on the right-hand side, we're also including some code that we use to invoke the Einstein Image Classification API inside of our location check-in app. Now that's it. That's Einstein Image Classification. Let's dive into OCR. As I mentioned before, Einstein OCR is already pre-trained, so you don't need to upload your own dataset and train anything. All you need to do is select your OCR task. In this case, we want it to just extract text, not contacts, not tables, not from a form. So we just include text and upload our file. Boom. On the right-hand side, you can see Einstein OCR drew the bounding boxes around all the different entities on Cody's driver's license. And we've got the raw JSON code if you want to leverage this anywhere inside your app. And finally, on the right-hand side, we've included some code that we also use to leverage the Einstein OCR API inside of our location check-in app as well.
Now, back to you, Z.
Thank you, Jimmy and Surin. Now, hopefully, all of our viewers know what's possible with Einstein Vision, Image Classification, Object Detection, and OCR, and also Einstein Language, Sentiment, Intent, and NER. We have covered what's new, specifically multi-language intent and OOD, or other, as well as NER and OCR. And finally, we've demonstrated the value of using these services that make it easy for you to build deep learning models that continue to use the latest advances in AI research and are integrated with Salesforce. To close off, we're going to do a roadmap a little bit differently than usual. Instead of telling you what's coming next, I'm going to tell you opportunities to join to impact the products that are coming next. So first we have data augmentation. And this is for both vision and language, and it allows you to train your models with less data. Second, we have business card scanner, which allows you to take a picture of a business card and it will create a contact for you. And then finally, we have Einstein Form Reader that allows you to digitize any form into a Salesforce record, from a passport, W-2, to an invoice or patient referral. Once again, if you want to join any of these pilots, just have your AE nominate you. We're excited to see how you use Einstein Vision and Language to build intelligent apps. If you haven't yet, you can sign up for free on einstein.ai/products, and you can find the documentation there as well. If you want to use clicks instead of code, simply install from AppExchange the Einstein Vision and Language Model Builder, and everyone gets 2,000 free predictions. Hope everyone is staying safe and healthy, and remember, one of us is all of us. Thank you.